Hello there, and welcome to Gaming Takes Ages. I am Teal,
Emil, my name's Emil.
and we're joined by a friend. Hello, who are you?
Hello, I'm David.
It's our dear friend David.
Yeah.
Yes, who you've seen in other parts of this broadcast, though I can't remember which ones.
If we know one thing about him, he has a Switch too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks.
what have you been playing recently? Is it the
That's
Switch
that's
too?
that. Hang on, this is official Gaming Takes Ages law. That
Mhm.
our dear friend David has a Switch too.
Congrats.
Have you been
Wait.
playing it?
Yes, I actually have. I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza most
My
nights for like
goodness.
20, 30 minutes. When I first got the game, during my lunch break, spent 40 minutes clearing out the introduction room of all of the rubble.
Yeah.
And then I realized there was another room beyond the first banana, and I gave up and thought that's not going to work. I think I might have spent maybe the first 2 hours playing the game just like in the first area,
Yeah.
just destroying it until I realized that I couldn't keep doing that.
Yeah, I'm sure someone is going to do that for the whole game, and
Yeah.
it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna there's without giving too much away. There's an area with sand. That's the most minimal I'll give, and clearing that will be a chore, like
Yeah,
an
I can imagine.
unfathomable chore. But
I-
yeah, it's
I
a
think
fun
the
game.
thing that really gets me about the game is that you can totally do what you want and like bypass loads of things just by going, I don't want to follow this path. I'm just going to smash downwards and, follow the base of the bedrock layer. It's just a lot of fun and it's not serious and you can just delve into it for like minutes at a time because sometimes it's just fun to smash.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, it's crazy though,
That's the
because
game.
the speedrun, when I was playing it, I was like, okay, the speedrun's surely going to be much longer than Odyssey because the game just is bigger and wider and there's sort of
No.
more to do. And yeah, they brought it down to 116 and they've
Oh
discovered
my
a
goodness.
glitch literally yesterday, well, as of recording, where you can effectively double or triple jump while holding rocks. It's just like, okay,
We're
that,
in
that opens everything up a little bit. So yeah,
we're in such an early stage for that game. Odyssey
yeah,
has taken a long time to get to the point where even now you can skip like some of the moons in the first area, or like you can skip defeating the boss in the first area.
sure,
And Donkey Kong in 2 years' time, what's that going to look like?
yeah, I know,
The techniques people have got. It's such a unconventional game in a lot of ways. I'm really looking forward to it. I think there's a lot to be gained from like 2 years of just people trying to finish the game as fast as possible. Speedruns are great for that. I love
yeah.
it.
Well, Emil, what have you been playing this week?
Yes, I've been playing. I'm still on the Dorfromantic kick. I decided, because I usually like kind of play it to chill. But I decided I'll try and get all the achievements in the game. So I have one remaining that I'm dying to get. So it's a game about placing tiles, and you kind of connect things on each edges of the hexagonal tiles. So there's a lot that are like the same achievement but with a higher number. So one that I was working on was you're not allowed to rotate any tiles. So you just have to keep finding the right place for them without rotating them. So I managed to do that whole thing. And then the last one that I have is no incorrect placements. So every tile you place has to connect to perfectly to another tile. And it's so hard.
How long's a game, like a session for?
There's no, as
Well,
long
okay,
as you want it to be.
so at what point? No, but like, at what point do you get the achievement? Like, how long do you have to play
Oh,
to achieve that?
it's a certain number. It's
Oh, okay.
250, I think, is
Oh,
what I'm trying to
cool. I
get.
was gonna say that. I
Wow.
was like, that's
You,
not too
I
bad.
think you start with 50 or 60, and each time you do a goal, you get more tiles. But it's much harder to do the
Right.
goals when you can only put them in certain places. So,
Mm.
yeah, I'm now playing it in my sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I see Dorfromantic. It's a problem.
Well, I've been playing Gemadal.
I got you hooked on Gemedal.
You did. It's pretty good. Yeah, no, we played it at the end of when we finished the podcast. We were like, let's do the box art game. We got to
Yeah.
50, and we
Yeah,
didn't.
we
It's
get-
not. We didn't
the best I've
lose.
ever
We
done.
just stopped because we were
Yeah.
too good, and you had to go. So
Yeah.
I was like, well. Also, to be fair, so I hadn't had dinner at that point. I had to make it. So yeah, I was like, okay, we did 50, and I got 37 on my own, which I'm quite happy with. But it's much harder when there's only me. Because
Yes.
having a second person to bounce ideas off of is really handy. But it's quite fun. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for introducing it to me. Also, you bastard, why did you introduce it to me?
I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not really.
cool. Well, each week we like to present an offering to the ancients. Who are the ancients? What do they want? I don't know. So we're going to offer them something.
Yeah.
That screech was not my offering, but it
Oh,
could
okay.
be
Oh,
if
that's
if that's what they want. I mean, it could be if you want that. Let
I
us
think I
know.
know what they want.
Let us know.
I
Oh,
think
well,
I know.
Oh, well, what do you think?
Fab.
As in the lolly?
Fab.
As in,
Like hundreds of
congratulations, you did really
No,
well.
as in I got a fab. I'm gonna eat it. On this podcast.
Is
you know,
that
for the
ice
for
lolly?
the ancients. I'm eating it for the ancients.
Oh, that's
Fab.
great. Yeah, that is an ice lolly. Yeah.
Thing about fabs is that it is so difficult to not.
Oh boy,
accidentally
we
lose
talked too
one of
long.
this.
It's
Yeah,
melting.
So you're actually offering to the gods as you eating a slightly melted fab.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
great.
better this way, you know.
What they wanted though
Really?
was something
Mm.
at the perfect temperature, not melted in any way, shape, or form. If anything, maybe too cold. So you were so close, but it's not going to be enough. What a
Some
shame.
people like to watch people eat things.
Mhm.
For those people, you are welcome.
Excellent.
I don't think we can really afford a mukbang of ice cream. To me, that is excessive and potentially quite painful.
What was the word you just used? A what now?
Mukbang.
What is
You don't know
that?
what a mukbang is?
I think
Good
that's
lord.
a northern thing, living in the
No,
south.
oh, no.
I've
No.
never heard of it.
He's got a mukbang.
That's
It,
my
sa- it
mukbang.
sounds so
They don't have
northern.
mukbangs down south.
It sounds it though. I mean, come
No,
on.
a mukbang is
What
when
is
people
that?
gather a lot of food and eat it and record themselves eating it so that other people can eat with them. Well, one of the main reasons is people to eat with them so that people who are on their own can, essentially act like having a meal. When people eat like a ton of food on not like, I'm not going to mention channels, but yeah, mukbang.
Oh yeah, maintain.
Google it
Sorry if
afterwards.
this appears very sexual. There's no non-sexual way to eat an ice lolly.
No, but there
There
is a
is.
more
You
sexual
bite
way
the
to
tip
do it.
off.
So, get in there.
So just before we move off from this segment, because we've still got the segment from Mill, is anyone here? Do they bite their ice lollies, or do they just?
Depends on what it
No, I
is.
have sensitive teeth.
Depends on
Okay.
what it is. So, the fruit pastels ice lollies had like the way they work is they have. I think
Yeah,
it was pineapple in the middle, then it went strawberry, raspberry, something, then
Yep.
lime, orange, something else.
I always piss me off. I feel like the flavors are in the wrong order. Like the best ones are at the start, and the worst
Yes,
ones are at the end.
100%,
feel like that's by
100%.
That's
Agreed.
bad design.
Yes, 1 billion% agreed. But yeah, I bite them in layers. So I will do top layer, then I'll do second, then I'll do third and fourth, and then I finish. That's I can't do it all
This
in
is
one
a-
go. You can't mix the
Guys,
layers.
Guys, this is a boring ass conversation.
All right, great. You asked.
So
You
I've got to
started
offer.
this. Yes, you should probably go first because mine will
Fab.
require both of you. So you should give a meal time to finish eating.
Oh no, it's fine.
I'm
That-
offering to the gods an album called Spaced Out, the very best of Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner,
Amazing.
featuring such things as King Henry V, sung by William Shatner. If I Had a Hammer, brackets the Hammer Song, sung by Leonard Nimoy. A collection of curiously compelling recordings brought together for the first time, summarizing the talents of two artists who hold cult status in the worlds of both TV and music.
Not
Not music. No, I feel
And,
like I have not heard any of them sing a song before.
Oh, it's a treat.
Oh, you-
William
Oh,
Shatner
I'm-
does not sing songs.
Does he
William
scream them?
Shatner, William Shatner songs.
Yeah,
Okay.
And Leonard Nimoy sings a wonderful song about Lord of the Rings that I
Yeah,
recall.
Bilbo Baggins.
That's
Okay.
the one.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what I offer to the gods. The album Spaced
I
Out,
see.
which I have never listened to.
Fair. You just have it. You don't listen to it.
I was bought it as a Christmas present. I do
Fair
not
enough.
think I will ever play it.
I want to listen to it. Next time I'm at yours, we're going to
Yeah,
listen to
Yeah,
it.
fair enough.
We'll have a listen party.
Yeah. To be clear, to any gods out there who may be listening, we don't know that the ancients are gods. Like, they might not be. They might be, but they might not be. We don't know who they are. We don't want to
ancient
offend
Egyptians
any.
are ancients at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to offend any gods, any ancients, any we just want to put that out there.
There's one god I'd like to offend.
Oh,
Fuck that guy.
wow.
I won't say which one.
Wow. Well, fair enough. My offering is a quiz. So.
Oh boy.
You seem in pain, David.
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Yes,
I can't wait to draw.
I have another quiz for the ancients and you. So I'm going to give you a prompt. So,
Looks like a tongue, horrible tongue with
It does. It really does.
white stuff on it.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe we should get past that.
I will give you a prompt. Let's say Emil starts. Emil, you have to give me an answer for that prompt. Then David, you have to go. Then Emil. Then David. Then you.
Okay.
If you either give a wrong answer, a repeat answer, or take more than 5 seconds, you lose.
Do you
Yeah,
have an actual timer, or are we counting?
No, I will use an internal clock, and also I will give some leniency. Certainly earlier on, I'll give some leniency because the prompts are designed so that it's quite easy at first, and then the more you get along, it's harder to think of something.
I sure hope I can multitask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't. I didn't realize this was a podcast come quiz.
Well, good luck.
Podcast
So,
come quiz.
just to be clear, do you understand the rules?
I think I do, and we will only find out by trying.
Okay.
Yes.
Your first prompt, Emil, you can go first.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a power-up used in any Mario game.
Fireflower.
Correct, David.
Cat.
Correct.
The bell.
Emil.
Mushroom.
Correct. David.
Mega mushroom.
Correct. Emil.
Mini mushroom.
Correct. David.
Damn it. We're out. We're out of ideas.
Really,
I
nothing?
haven't played Mario. I've passed the 5 seconds. You can't do this.
Yeah, I
to me.
know, but yeah, okay, well, yeah, you were on a roll.
My mind was starting to blank as well, so I'm glad that
Yeah, I was
happened.
like, it's like,
Well-
what on earth is Mario?
I mean,
Oh no!
there's
Oh no! I'm dripping.
oh no, well, there's
And it's the worst.
bee
choice.
mushroom, boo mushroom, boomerang flower, bubble flower, the bulb berry if you want to count that. There's the buzzy shell, cannon box, the cape, the carrot, the cloud flower, the coin box. There's loads. There's so many.
I'm
There
sure
sure
there is, but I do not retain that information.
That's all right. The next one, David, you're do you want to finish that first? You're very close to finishing it.
I think
agree.
it's just,
This is, I mean, I could be really cruel. And David, you've got great opportunity here.
My poor
Okay.
teeth. Sensitive.
I've never seen someone have such a sensitive reaction to ice cream or ice lollies.
oh, you know,
What?
I have.
Really?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
No.
it's a
Well,
fairly
I've
common
had
thing.
brain freeze, but not teeth.
You just don't have sensitive teeth. When you get sensitive
Clearly.
teeth, it can it's just like it just juts into your head, and it's pretty miserable.
Fair enough. All right.
What a good idea this was.
Yes. It's a fantastic thing for our audio podcast, but they cannot hear you eat. Not really.
I will describe. Emil sensually licks the red ice cream as he begins to wince. For it is pain, his teeth, they destroy him.
He is desperate to have every single facet off that wooden stick. Oh no,
I
a
ate
splinter.
it. I hope the ancients like that. Let's continue with this quiz.
All right. David, you go first. Name
Yeah.
me a character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The newest one.
Luigi.
Correct. Emil.
Roy.
Correct. David.
Ike.
Correct. Emil.
Roy Cooper.
No, I don't believe
Yeah,
he is.
he
No.
is. He's an alternate of Bowser Jr.
No,
It's the
that's
meme that
not a
there's
character,
two
though.
people in. Yes, it is a character.
It's not a character. It has to be an official character. That's not an official
Probably should
character.
have said playable character on that.
Yeah,
Well,
you didn't. This
by-
is on you.
by
Minus
logically-
point for Teal.
Nope. You're
I
out.
went for the. There's two guys called Roy in Smash Bros, and they couldn't be further from each other.
Well,
And it's weird that they're both called Roy.
yeah. And yet, that's not correct. So
Let me
next
do
one.
let me do another one because I can name 100 others, but I went for one based on your factual error. But from now on, I will
It's
only
not
do
really a factual error, but all right, go for it.
me.
You may go for another fighter.
A Pokemon trainer.
Correct, David.
Rosalina.
Correct, Emil.
Ridley.
Correct,
Peach.
David. Correct, Emil.
Zero Suit Samus.
Correct.
Daisy.
Correct.
Samus.
Correct. It is different.
Link.
Correct.
Pit.
Correct, David.
Young Link.
Correct.
Palutena.
Palatine. Yes.
Palutena? Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
Donkey Kong.
Correct.
Wario!
Correct.
Steve.
Correct. Annoyingly, yeah.
Yoshi.
Correct.
Waluigi.
No, he's not a playable character.
Oh,
damn it.
David!
I
What
did
did you do?
So
He gets a
to be
freebie
honest-
as well. Although, no, my freebie is more of an acceptable freebie than David's freebie.
Well, your next round, you got two more.
Okay.
3 if it's a tie. But the next one, Emil, you're starting.
I got him.
Characters in
Oh, no.
Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
Oh, okay. Starting when?
Emil.
Crash! Bandicoot!
David.
Coco.
Emil.
Cortex!
David.
Engine.
Correct. Emil.
Tiny Tiger!
Correct. David.
Dingo.
Correct.
Polar!
Correct.
Oh, I don't fucking know any other characters from this. I've not played Crash Team Racing. I've no
Just
idea.
make something up, it might be right.
Yeah, any
I don't know,
Crash character.
Wumpus.
He got it!
You're almost right, but also not.
Can you play as the fruit?
No, there's a character called Willy Womper Whip. So nearly.
Okay.
Nearly, okay.
Which is also a great sex move.
So,
Yeah. Potential penile breakages, though. Always want to watch out for
I
those.
think I'll
Well,
give you
with all great sex moves,
I'll give
there is
you a
potential
little bit
penis
longer on this one. I'll give you 10
Okay.
seconds. Because this one's kind
But
of
I can't win.
You might. Starting with you, David.
Yeah.
Games that have a 96 or higher on
Oh,
Metacritic.
I don't fucking know.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, that's what I was going
Correct,
to say.
Emil.
Breath of the Wild.
Correct, David.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Correct, Emil.
Majora's Mask?
Incorrect.
Ugh.
Mario 64, I was going to say.
Also incorrect.
That's interesting.
I
'cause
will
that
go
game
through
got-
them because this is actually kind of interesting. The only game to have a 99, Ocarina of Time. 2 games have 98, Soul Calibur 1 and Grand Theft Auto 4. Many have 97, Mario Galaxy 2, Breath of the Wild, Perfect Dark, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Metro Prime, Grand Theft Auto 3, Mario Odyssey, Halo 1, NFL 2K1, surprisingly. Apparently that one's very good. And then games that have a 96, Half-Life 2, Bioshock, GoldenEye 007, Uncharted 2, Resident Evil 4, Baldur's Gate 3, The Orange Box, Tekken 3, Mass Effect 2, The House in Fata Morgana, Elden Ring, Skyrim, Half-Life, Tears of the Kingdom, Wind Waker, Gran Turismo 1, and Metal Gear Solid 2.
Interesting.
Should
They're
have
all
maybe taken more
massive.
time to think about.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
But to be fair, they are all part of major franchises. Very few are indie games and very few Don't know.
There was
It's
the house
a lot.
in what was it called? The house in Fata Morgana is like
Yeah,
a
what is that?
it's
I've
a
never
Switch.
heard
It's a
of it.
Switch game. It's a Japanese like visual novel that just did really
Right.
really
Oh
well.
yeah, I think you told
It
me
did
about this before.
incredibly well score wise.
In,
Wild.
So it has I think like
Interest-
10 official reviews. Again, all Japanese companies, but they all really rated it. So fair play.
I'm one of the people who do think Tears of the Kingdom is better than Breath of the Wild, but I'll just leave that one there. That's not something which a lot of people
But the
share.
queen died, David.
To give us the Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom, and through that, we were able to experience a game that had was in my opinion better, and that is my
Yeah,
opinion.
I preferred it. Is that
Anyway,
is that
before we
is that like a weird
yes,
take?
yeah, it
Really?
really is. People
Really?
there are a couple of there's a YouTuber who, I can't remember them, but they put out a I think a couple of hour video about why Tears of the Kingdom is better. It's got why Breath of the Wild is better. It's got a lot of good points, and I agree with quite a few of them. But I think my personal opinion and what I like in a game tends to
That's fair.
focus on Tears of the Kingdom better.
That's fair enough. Well, did the ancients like that?
No, the ancients would not allow it.
Never mind.
I really thought they would this time.
Nah, they weren't into quizzes. Maybe I should stop doing quizzes. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Nah, I can't be it.
Yeah, maybe they liked the fab, but they didn't like the quiz, and I should just have another fab next time.
Maybe they were really interested in Spaced Out, the very best of Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner.
Could be.
Perhaps.
I think that's on their Desert Island Discs, and that is really going to separate this audience into people who've listened to Radio 4 and people who haven't.
Well, this week we're going to be looking at my copy of Seaman, and also there's a game called Seaman. So exactly 25 years ago, on August the 8th, 2000, Seaman was released to the masses, English Seaman specifically. What is Seaman? It is a Dreamcast game where you use a microphone attachment to raise little seamen. What a delight.
Can I interject at this point?
Please do.
I would like to talk about the stages of Seaman. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's
I'd like to
really,
get this
really
under the
important,
microscope and start talking about this.
which
Have
is
you,
what you need to do if you want to really,
Can
really get a good look.
Yeah, can I send you all a link to look at, and we can use this audio medium to describe
Oh, God.
what we see visually? I think that would be a good
God,
idea.
okay.
So I'm just about to send this. You would need to pause because there is an auto-playing video, because it is a link to seaman.fandom.com/wiki/seaman.
Yes,
And
okay. Yes.
I will talk you
I'm
through
going to look
each of
at
the
it.
bits.
Going to look at it through my
Each-
phone, if that's okay.
That is fine. So allow me to start off. The first stage of all semen is an egg, and it contains multiple what we call mushroomers. It's slightly translucent, and it's got overlapping spheres inside. What do we think of the egg phase?
I think it looks like a really fun collectible in Mario. I would love to
Okay.
wrap myself around in that.
Yeah, it looks like at the end of Jack and Daxter when the
Yes,
white
it does.
Eco is,
100% does.
it was just semen eggs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you don't actually. I don't think you start with the egg, or you start with the egg. But I think you start on the second phase. It's a bit unusual, but the second phase is called the mushroomer phase, and this phase, it's basically it's like a blue sphere. It's like a translucent inside bit. It's got an eye, a weird black bit on the top that looks like an eye, and a lighter blue spherical mass inside. It's got a long tail, so it kind of resembles an eye with the retina still attached to it.
Yeah,
Which
what
is
I'm
really
seeing
nasty.
is a building from the Jetsons, but yes, you're one, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad we've got different viewpoints to help put people in the right description of what these
It's
things
like a
look
Rorschach test. So, like, what are you seeing? Like, the
Yeah.
Jetsons,
I
thank
think it
you.
looks like a
I think-
really messed up leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
This is
Really
actually a group
messed up.
therapy
Yeah,
session,
that
or
is-
identifying trauma through
that's rough.
semen.
Yeah.
So at this point,
Mm.
other creatures, in this case a nautilus, will actually consume this. And this is where the game takes a turn. So what you haven't mentioned is that this game is not normal.
Oh no.
It's a little bit messed up. The mushroomer eats the nautilus from the inside out, and the nautilus dies in basically a pool of blood.
It
And
does.
then
That
emerges
does
from the
happen.
dead nautilus is a stage called the Gilman, which resembles a carp with a human face a weird Teletubby / umbilical cord that comes out of its head, and it's and it's got a Japanese man's face.
Yes, I mean, I've got a little bit of info on that if you want.
Absolutely, because so have I.
Yeah, it's the game's producer, Yu
Yep.
Saito, sorry.
It is.
Yeah, he just, and you know what? He's got a good face. He's got
Yeah?
got a very commanding face, very serious.
Do you have anything to add to the visual description, Emil, of the stage, like the Gilman?
It's horrible.
I think it looks pretty normal. What are you talking about?
It honestly is slightly terrifying. This is the point of the game where the microphone comes in. You can actually start speaking to it, and it will actually talk to you. But it's kind of it as it grows older, it sort of says more things.
I mean,
So
I've got more on that.
you're the only one
later.
who's played this one here, but we'll go to the next stage. So as it gets scales, it speaks, and the more it matures, the more advanced that speech is. When they all turn to Gilman, they all kill each other by using their weird antennae to drink each other's blood. And when there are two that are left, then we have then things become pretty
A
serious.
sword fight.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So at this point, you can name them, and they change color. And at this point, there's only a male and a female left, and they basically start eating. No longer because basically up to this point they feed on themselves. They only eat now live prey and food pellets, and then they grow legs from the carp body, and they are now known as a podfish.
Pretty good.
How would we describe the podfish?
Hot.
I didn't know this existed. I thought he was Gilman forever.
No.
No. We do not remain Gilman. We turn into a podfish pretty quickly.
Now this
Well,
is
actually, that's the
pod
longest
fishing.
Then once they've grown the four legs, while still having their like carp-like appearance with a human head and a weird antennae sticking out the top of the forehead, they mate by hooking their proboscises, and then the male dies.
Mm-hmm.
And after that,
classic fish style.
High five.
classic fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. And after that, the female, because at this point it basically becomes like a terrarium rather than a fish tank, and or a vivarium. I don't know. People correct me which one's which. And the female lays some eggs on the dry land and then dies. And we repeat back to the beginning, and that is the life cycle that has been created and borrowed from other life cycles. That really is what this game focuses on as the life of the seaman. They become the seaman at sort of like just after the Gilman stage, I think, and before the podfish stage, I think. And the PS2 version, which was released later on, has a stage called the Frogman.
Yes.
Which is just nuts.
Yeah, it's a weird game. It's a very weird game.
There's also a Tadman stage, but we haven't gone into. But I thought I'd just set the stage with how bizarre this game is by just talking about the life cycle of the titular seaman.
Well, let's also talk about the game's life cycle, because it went on to be the third best-selling Dreamcast game in Japan. It did really, really well.
Okay.
It had a Metacritic score of 82, 8.0 for player score, and I think Dreamcast.net said it best. You haven't lived until you've been called a stupid head by a polygon-generated fish named Beavis. And I agree. Maxim, they gave it a 93. Dreamcast.net loved it. And I think Maxim Online, Maxim, the raunchy mag, they gave it a 40 out of 100, saying, after hours of useless conversation, wasted time, and unrewarding returns, chances are that Seaman will start to remind you of your ex-girlfriends. Which
Jesus.
I fully agree. My ex did have a striking resemblance to Yu Saito, so thank you very much for bringing that up, Maxim. You were bang on. So
I just want to go back to that. I just want to park this car that we're in this podcast and go back to that. There really is something to be said for how just despicable the humor of a Maxim circa the big breaking of the millennium was. And in general, all those, it's like the jokes that are basically like, oh, women, and that's the punchline, and it's like, come on.
To be fair, that was a pretty good punchline. Women.
I just it really makes me glad. I mean, thankfully, as someone who never purchased a Maxim or was
No.
or in any way saw it, I'm glad. But wild. I
Yeah.
forgot they did game reviews.
I don't think it was that often. Can't imagine it was. Surely. I mean, are they still going?
It's a gentleman's magazine, right? And
Sure.
video games are for men. We all know
Yes,
this.
sure,
so
Certainly in
it
the
probably
2000s.
was a frequent thing.
Mm.
Certainly at that point it was. It appears to still be going.
Okay.
But that was after a reload. No, yeah, whatever. It's just I don't really understand. I can't pretend to understand.
You brought Leonard Nimoy earlier.
I did.
Leonard Nimoy is in this game.
So the voice of the titular Seaman, I'm going to use because I very rarely get to use the phrase titular, the word titular, and it's such a good one.
And following it with Seaman is pretty good.
It sounds good.
It does.
Is that the Seaman itself isn't voiced by Leonard Nimoy?
No.
It's voiced by somebody else who I don't have the name for. However,
yes, I forgot
they
the name.
recorded 20 hours of
Yes,
dialogue.
I was going to bring that up. There was 20 hours worth of Seaman dialogue.
And those are often just insults and like pithy comments, and like it's generally the Seaman is generally like the person that you are, and the whole point of this is you are meant to keep the tank in the conditions which allow the seamen to grow, and you feed them, so you're supposed to bond with them on some level, and they are hurling insults at you, and just being generally not very nice.
Also, you put in your date of birth. I don't know if you put it into the game or the Dreamcast, but if it is your
game, yeah.
If it is your birthday, they will give you facts about just like random culture and history for that day. It's just like, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I appreciate that. That's nice. So there's just hundreds, thousands of random facts. And yeah, there are 2 videos of all the dialogue in the game. One's 12 hours, one's 8 hours. Someone has extracted all of it. But there is something very interesting to note about the audio in this game. So someone posted something on Reddit about 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Saying that they basically there's an audio file in the game that's longer than the others, and they basically created a song using Leonard Nimoy's narration clips because it had to fill the empty space on the GDR, like the dream, like they needed to make it be full for whatever reason, so they just created a song with Leonard Nimoy. I'm not going to play the song, but I do have the song.
That sounds interesting.
The way to get it in game, you had to set the Dreamcast's clock to release week and then answer specific questions as they would have in the year 2000. However, they have no recollection of what the answers are, and to this day, 2 years later, people have still not worked out what it is to trigger this. It is playable in game, but people don't know how to trigger it because they don't remember what the answers are. So
I think it's
crazy.
It's also worth mentioning at this point that the game wasn't really it wasn't like Hey You Pikachu, where you just kind of said hello and then it would respond to voice. Like this thing actually could understand to some degree, which is kind of crazy for the era we're talking about. In fact, you themselves talked about the game couldn't even be put onto PC at the time because the hardware to do this, at least according to them, wasn't available. And that's kind of nuts. That's nuts to see. It's at that era where video game consoles were better at a lot of the video game tasks than today, where computers the high-end computers outstrip it. Whereas even then, the computers that most people had access to were just nowhere near as good as this. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it is a wild game, and it's gone down in history as just being weird and surreal, and also brilliant. Like, because it is. It's I love games like this because there are so many people who are passionate about creating something different, and and like it costs a lot of time and money, a lot of money, and
especially something
it's
like
a gamble. It's a big gamble because it's new technology. It's on a console that, let's be honest, is the least popular of the ones that are out there. It's weird. Like, there is no guarantee at all that it's going to do well. It could have had no sales, and yet it actually did really well because it is the passion is clear, and it's a bit weird, and people like weird.
I think it's unsettling in a lot of ways, and at the time there weren't many. There certainly weren't games. There weren't a lot of games that were designed to unsettle in that specific way. You obviously had games that were designed to unsettle you, like Silent Hill, but this feels very, the scope of it is much narrower. It's like, what if we had a pet simulation, which at the time you had Tamagotchis. I don't know if there were many other pet simulators that were out and about like this, but it was a pet simulator that just had a more kind of creepy but also more real life approach. Like the idea of a parasitic life form, and its lifespan seems so much more adulty, and I wonder whether that's why it did well as well, because it was less sort of, I don't know, it was more realistic in a weird way.
Yeah, it's such a weird game, but it's great. I mean, my favorite memory of it is playing it in my anniversary stream a couple years back, and you joined me, and you had what I can only describe as a breakdown. Like you lost your mind at what I was playing. It was exceptional.
It's absolutely bizarre. This is why it is one of the weirdest games that I've played, and also has weird controllers. Let me paste this into the chat, and we can visually describe the Seaman controller that released with the PlayStation 2.
An official controller.
An official controller. Now,
Oh,
I'm not going to
goodness.
say anything,
Yeah.
but I'd like a meal.
It looks like something Indiana Jones is looking for.
It does.
It's like a golden medallion
Yeah.
with loads of markings on it and a frog in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the D-pad, right? And there's an analog stick.
And that's
This game just keeps, like, I've known about this game for a long time, but every new thing I learn about it, I'm like, oh, what?
yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
pretty good.
It's wild. I did research for this, which I know I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I
No.
really shouldn't have done that. But the more I researched into it, the more I was like, there is a controller for the PS2 port. That's weird. Seaman 2 was released, I think, as well.
Yes, there was a second
And
game.
there was it's supposedly a console third game, but Satoru Iwata reached out to the creator to see if they would port or make a Seaman for the 3DS.
Yeah, they nearly made it.
that would have been
Seaman game.
perfect.
It would have been awesome. It would have been
Have you read
weird. And
Have you read the interview?
Oh, it would have been so perfect because it would have actually looked like a fish tank as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And especially with the gyroscope,
Gyro,
so that
yeah.
maybe you could move the water around.
Yeah.
it
The
would have worked
3D
really
effect
well.
would have been really nice. Nice is a debatable term, but yeah,
No, it would have been good, especially with the later 3DSs, where
Yeah.
it could probably like see things.
yeah.
I read the interview where I'm trying to remember how to say it. Saito-san. Sorry, I forgot how you say anything about Japanese name. Talked about it, and he's just got some of the most lovely things to say about Iwata. Really,
No, everyone
honestly,
does. Iwata is just apparently the loveliest person, and really genuinely cares about the industry and the people working within it. And
I'd highly
Yeah.
recommend to seek out that interview where he talks about it, because it's really fascinating. And obviously, in the end, the project didn't happen. There might have been another, but obviously, it was pretty interesting.
Well, annoyingly, I can't remember the details about it, but like Seaman did come up in one of our quizzes, either last year or the
Yep.
year before,
Mm.
because
Yeah, I
there
remember
was a
that.
Japanese cafe that did a theming thing,
Yep.
and it was Seaman for no particular reason.
Well, that's what I really like about one element I like about Japanese culture is the willingness to set up like themed experiences based
Yeah.
on things and them not sucking. Like if it was here, it would be like, well, I mean, we've all seen the disappointing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in Glasgow that happened.
Yes, I
Um,
love that so much.
But the idea that it could be a successful place for a period of time is really intriguing.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
The other thing to know about voices, which I thought was really interesting, was that they originally thought they wanted either James Earl Jones or Patrick Stewart.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Both of those would be amazing.
Wow. What? I mean, I understand why they both turned it down. 20 hours to say all of that.
No, they didn't turn it down. I'm not sure whether they were asked, and Leonard Nimoy doesn't have that much narration.
Oh,
Most of the
doing
narration,
Liam,
yeah, doing the
Leonard
narration. Sorry.
Nimoy's section.
Liam Nerdmoy.
I nearly said Liam Neeson, even though I knew it wasn't.
You've got Naked Gun on the mind.
Yeah.
No, wait, you have got Naked Gun on the mind. I was about to correct because I get Liam Neeson and Leslie Nielsen mixed up sometimes
But
as well.
yeah,
He
that's
is.
a-
But he
that's the
is.
thing that's
That's the
just
new one.
happened.
Yeah, it's the new
Yes.
film. New film.
I-
Yeah.
I
do
had
wanna
no
see it.
idea this was a thing until I saw a picture of it. I was like, what?
Apparently,
Apparently
it's
it's very
not doing
good.
terribly.
Yeah, apparently it's
So I'm
very
going to
good.
see it.
I might see it as well. But yeah, it's a weird game. But I always do a question. So
Yeah. Ah,
so of course you got a
uh.
question. Emil, you might want to answer first because David might know.
I
the
always
answer.
want to answer first.
Okay, well,
It's my
okay,
way.
so I've got many quotes from the game. I'm going to
Okay.
say them to you. 2 of them are fake. 2 of them are mine. So let's go. Listen, I really like you, but not in that way. You want a piece of this, bitch? Oh, keep your hand on it. Hold on there, He-Man. Okay. You've convinced me. Maybe just one kiss. Is this what they call foreplay? Vincent Price was also born on May 27. He creeps me out, by the way. I really like that one.
I'm not sure where one stopped and the other continued. The other started.
That's fair. Listen, if my name was Seaman, I wouldn't be swimming in this tank. I'd be swimming in your mama. I'm surprised by your honesty. Most people wouldn't admit that they pay for sex. Then again, most people don't have to pay for sex. Be original and buy another Dreamcast. I feel like I'm born again. Did you create a new save file?
Oh my god,
There's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of I had to do a lot because I wanted to give the vibe of how insane some of this is.
what was the second one?
You want a piece of this bitch?
Yeah, I'm going with that one. And what was the third to last one?
I'm surprised by your honesty. Most people wouldn't admit that they pay for sex. Then again, most people don't have to pay for sex.
No, the one before that.
Listen, if my name was Seaman, I wouldn't be swimming in this tank. I'd be swimming in your mama.
I'm gonna go with that one as well.
Mm-hmm. There are only 2 fakes.
But like,
Yeah.
I haven't a clue.
Yeah.
None of
David,
these
you
sound
need
like even things that you would come up with.
David, what's
You need to lean in and be like, "It's a fake."
what are your guesses, David?
Oh, geez, I've got no idea. They all fit within the same vibe that I would expect of this game.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure the first one isn't a fake because that rings like something I've heard. But having not listened to all 20 hours of things that they've said, I really got no idea. I guess if I had to pick, I would probably. I'd need to hear them. I need to hear just the introductions of them again.
Listen, I really like you, but not in that way. You want a piece of this
Yep.
bitch? Sexual groan, keep your hand on it. Hold on there, He-Man. Okay, you've convinced me. Maybe just one kiss. Is that what they call foreplay? Laughing. Vincent Price was also born on May 27. He creeps me out. Listen, if my name was Seaman, Mama. I'm surprised by your honesty. Pay for sex. Be original and buy another Dreamcast. I feel like I'm born again. Did you create a new save file?
Okay, I'm going to go for the swimming in your mama and pay for sex.
I'm actually now thinking, what if this is a little Teal trick where he's told us that we get birthday facts, so he's just made up a birthday fact, thinking, oh, they know now, they'll just assume it's true. I'm changing the second one to the Vincent Price one.
Okay. Well, you're both.
As in this
Yes.
as in the second one that you said,
Yes.
not my
Yes.
second.
Both
Yes.
wrong, he's about to
You're,
say.
you're
so.
both wrong. The fakes were okay, you've convinced me. Maybe just one kiss, and I feel like I'm born again. Did you create a new save file? There's seemingly nothing about save file recreation. I thought that would actually sound like a thing they would put in if there was.
Yeah.
So,
It definitely has the vibe of something you'd imagined they'd do today. But those
For
other things
sure.
are wild. I mean,
yeah,
that is
the kiss one I knew I could just throw in there because the stuff around it was fucking insane. So it made no
Yeah.
difference. I could put in literally
It's-
anything. You'd be like, yeah, all right.
It sits in the middle between the bits where it's like, oh, save file, and the
Yeah,
you pay for sex, you fucking creep.
yeah.
It's
It's great.
like, what are we
It's so
supposed
good.
to do?
It's so weird. But yeah, there
Yes.
is 20 hours of dialogue. Obviously, I did not listen to all of it. So,
Speak
you know,
Speaking of dialogue, and
mhm,
do you mind if I quickly interject something here?
go for it.
So now this isn't in the English dialogue, but it is in the Japanese dialogue. This was removed due to privacy concerns, which is odd because Metal Gear Solid had done this already, and I think maybe had been released by this point, but I'm not too sure. Maybe it was released a little later on.
Yeah,
But either way, in the
Metal Gear
Japanese
Solid was
game,
out, the first one.
okay, yeah. So in the Japanese game, it would say things like, "You spent way too much time playing Sonic Adventure last night and didn't take care of me," and it would just read your save files, and there would be voice lines
Brilliant.
associated to that, which I think is pretty cool. It didn't make the US version because of, as I said, privacy concerns. Weird though,
Mm.
that because like Metal Gear Solid openly like talks about, "Oh, you've played Super Mario Sunshine." Well, on the obviously the more recent version, yeah,
Yeah, the one on the GameCube.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's different. It's Sega. Sega might have different rules on that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
it might have
yeah.
been that it was just developed before the game came out and they didn't know what that team was doing. But yeah,
maybe.
so back to your. Have you got any more of these?
No, that was all of them.
That's fair.
No, I
That's
did. Again, I skimmed through it. Like I did go through the.
Can you say for
Yeah.
sure that those ones that you made up are not in those 20 hours of time?
I can say for sure, but I feel like I'm born again. Well, save file one isn't, but I cannot be 100% sure about the Kiss one. The way it's worded has to be surely somewhat different. One would think / hope, but
well, no, you.
if it turns out that what I wrote, okay, you've convinced me. Maybe just one kiss is a piece of dialogue in that game. Haim is a writer, I guess. Like I'm good enough to write for Seaman. There you go.
Seaman, yeah,
Seaman 3. When that comes out, give it. I'll do it.
Seaman 3 Free Willy was what they should name one of the games. Come on.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Free
Free Willy 2, The Adventure Home. Let's go.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm not a comedian.
I love. It's one of my favorite like VHS ads. It's just the guy going Free Willy 2, The Adventure Home. It's like yes, good, thank you. It's true. Well,
do you know
go on.
about the lore behind this game?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The in-game lore.
I feel like no is going to be the answer.
Right. Because I feel like the important thing to note as well is that the game actually had some in-game lore that tied in with ancient Egyptian mythology, and also was tied into and like had went from like 2000, well, like it was the 30s all the way up to the night, obviously when the game came out. But basically, the son of I'm going to butcher this, Djoser, I think, the first pharaoh of the Third Dynasty. Like, basically, there was a forbidden love between him and the one of the daughters of Imhotep, and so Thoth got involved, and to make it so that outside of class, make it so that they'd be together at some point. Seaman was transformed into a fish, and Lover was into a bird, and that one day were they to be together. And then in 1932, Jean-Paul Gasset discovers the bones and the eggs, and basically goes missing, writes some journal notes which are in the game, and then a Japanese professor picks up those and starts fertilizing or bringing these semen eggs back to life. And the actual book, the manual that came with it, referenced a website where more of this information was. It doesn't strike me that it was totally ARG, but it definitely had some elements where it was trying to be like, an early maybe ARG that was way different. I mean, this is why Seaman is so bizarre, because it's got it's got a lot of lore.
I mean, it's got so much going for it. We already established that, but the fact that both of us were like, "Did you know there was 20 hours worth of dialogue in this game?" Like most games like Skyrim don't have that much.
All the other writing that is outside of this game.
Yeah,
crazy. Exactly. And so I think what you were saying about this being like a labor of love and why that showed through, like this was a passion project, and this was a lot of fun for the people putting it together. And I think that's what always, and in most cases, unless that passion is completely like misdirected, like things like The Room and such, people often can see that and really resonate with it.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. I mean, like we still see experimentation games and creative, unique ideas through indies today, and sometimes through AAA as well. But mainly you see that kind of thing, that gamble with indies. But like back then, it's kind of like the Wild West. It was just everyone went rogue and did something weird because it was so new and exciting, and like nothing was guaranteed to make money, AAA or otherwise. So why not just do something mental and see what happens? See what people actually like, because we don't know. So it's like, even like with each new generation, it was just really cool to see what people would actually experiment with, and this is clearly one of those just new ideas. Because also, like, it had a microphone with it. It was that very few games actually utilized that idea.
Have you seen what the microphone looks like?
I have, yes, but I presume
Yeah,
everyone
I'm going to
hasn't.
paste
So...
it in I'm going to paste it in so that we can describe it. I don't know. I'm going to go to Emil again because Emil, you've got the best
Yeah,
description
go for
skills.
it. What do you think that? What do you think that is? I think it looks like a memory card with a Jetsons building attached to it. So...
Yeah, it looks like the mushroom.
It's kind of bizarre, isn't it? I'm gonna have to Google what a Jetson building is because I feel like
it's
I've got no idea
the
what that is.
Jetsons. It's a, like, okay,
Right.
It had a Barbera cartoon set in the future, except I might be misremembering, but I think it's like 2025 or 2020 or something, so it's not actually the future anymore. It's so weird. But yeah. But I mean, it was made in, what, the 70s?
They got it surprisingly accurate.
I mean, some things actually are not that far off, like, in some cases, but I mean, yeah.
I think
weird.
dystopian sci-fis from the 80s probably got it more right with how things are going than the positive ones, which is why every day I'm like, we not move towards...
Yeah.
We need to be moving closer towards the scans from TNG than we do anything else.
TNG is Next Generation, for people who don't know what that means.
Yes, this is Star Trek: The Next Generation.
We're heading towards the Bell Riots.
We are rapidly.
I don't know what that is.
That's also Star Trek.
I figured, but I don't know what it is yet. I haven't got to that. One day.
For the non-visual among us, by which everyone, because this is a audio-only format, I have been in this entire time wearing a T-shirt of a Seaman that was given to me by my friend Teal over here. And I just thought this would be the time with which to bring that up.
I mean, it is visual on YouTube, but yeah, some people will be watching or listening audio.
No!
Yeah, oh no. You can be
Did you not know this?
So when I call everyone viewers, it's not because it's actually because there are some people who are legitimate viewers rather than listeners.
Yeah, but no, some people are listening as well. It's like it's
You
didn't
think to hide all your nudes because you thought it was.
You did hide all my embarrassing Final Fantasy 14 posters. Yeah.
Awesome. You mean awesome Final Fantasy 14 posters?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's break our brains. Thesaurus round. We're moving on from
my
Seaman.
brain.
I don't mind who goes first. I'm happy to go first.
I'm going first.
Oh, you go first. Go for it.
So, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
UAPL.
Wait, so what is the thesaurus round? Sorry. Is that
Well, you should be familiar with it because it is from the yearly quiz. That
I do. We put a game through a thesaurus.
Oh, a game through a thesaurus.
Yes.
Thesaurus.
Yeah, so say that again?
UAPL.
I don't understand.
You're either gonna get it or you're not, which I suppose is true of every one of these.
Yeah.
It's clearly a game with like different letters, I presume. The question is, what are the other letters? What is the...
Oh, so it's not unscrambling?
No,
it's
the game isn't called Paul. No, UAPL.
Oh, it's the one where you have to...
We're being synonymous right now. Synonymous, very synonymous.
I mean, without giving it away, is there actually a logic to the letters?
Yes.
Change. Okay, because I could reverse.
I'll be less mean. It is UAPL. In
many ways, that's less. these are not words, right? They're not.
No, letters are what
Yes.
makes words.
Yes. Okay.
But typically, words are not just letters.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
they
that's
are
basically
just
the-
letters, but there's more. There's more to them. Whereas this is just letters. There is maybe more to them. I mean, like
I have no idea.
acronyms are just letters, but those represent words. There's lots of ways that letters can represent words, not just putting them in a specific order that makes the sounds go together.
Honestly, for the last 30 seconds, I feel like you could have just been saying, and I would have been closer to the solution, potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
It is UAPL.
Ooh, wap. Ooh, wap, wap, wap.
Okay.
I've got no idea. Can't confirm on this one.
I think you
Ulf-
know it. I think just say the first thing that comes to your head and it's correct.
Ultimate
I did, it was
anal
Paul.
piles.
That's it doesn't stand for the title.
Are
of
you
the
sure?
Game.
Because you said so much
It's
word.
the thesaurus round, man. You know how it works
Yeah,
by
but
now.
you could have done something else. I'm trying to think what games
Use
are.
some sneaky cheeky logic.
Is there something
Regular
to do
human
with?
basketball.
Oh God, I feel like I know. Is it?
Go on if you know it.
I
don't.
don't. I
and
don't. I presume
What
it's.
did you say? I feel like I know.
No, well,
it.
I feel like I know like a game. There's a game in the back of my head that's like letter period, letter period, letter period. But I'm trying to think.
I didn't say there was periods involved.
There's
This
This
not.
is a
Definitely not
menopausal
piano
game. No periods. It's just UAP
Give me
space
a.
L.
I have 0 ideas, and I'm not going to
Give
get any ideas.
me a console, please.
A console. I believe just Microsoft Windows. It would seem.
Is it gonna be something like Pro Evolution Soccer because it's spelt PES? It doesn't. It has Pro Evolution Soccer is the full name, but
Yeah,
the box and the name title is technically just PES. Is it something like that?
That wasn't just a PC game, though. Pez was on.
No, I know, but is it? Am I sort of along the right line?
The letters I have given is a synonym for the letters that it is.
UA. Okay,
I'm just picked random letters.
Yeah, so UAPL. Why? You said it spells pool. Why?
No, because
Well,
UPAUL spells pool.
Yes, I know, but is that in any way relevant? The fact
No,
that it
it's
spells
just
the
that
name.
David thought
Okay.
it was jumbled.
Okay, I didn't know if it was actually something that was mildly relevant. Okay,
How can
so-
I work out a synonym if I don't know what the original one is?
well, I'm trying to work out if we
Because
could
synonyms
reverse-
work both ways, David.
No, but you need
Can
to know.
I?
a
Okay,
synonym
can
is a
I
word that
need?
means
I need to know.
another
Is
word,
is
so-
every letter different?
What do you mean? Yes,
Because-
UAP and L are all different letters.
From the
What are
original,
you asking?
because it could be UAP could actually be something like USA, like
It is something like USA. It's a combination of 3 letters that
Okay,
is
UAP.
maybe an acronym for something.
So, oh, is it not Universal Aquanaut Patrol?
You're looking up what UAP means.
No, Oh no, it wasn't. It was the World Aquanaut Security Patrol from what's it called?
UAP is a thing.
Yeah, but
L is also a thing.
Yeah, so the L is probably what is it, 500 in? So it's probably something 500, and UAP is the thing that. So
Oh, that's a good shout.
that would be my.
That is
guess,
a very good shout.
so
What game
something
ends in 500?
and it's on Windows,
What game ends in
and it starts with
500?
UAP that means something, and that something is equivalent to the name of the game. But without knowing what UAP
3 letters,
is,
500. Okay, what is?
you've got to get. You've
How
got to work
confident are you that 500 is
Not
L?
very.
I mean,
but
in the
it's
same way
such
that
a
I'm
good
confident-
shout because you separated it. That's a really, really good shout. So
I don't
know.
have any clue because for a synonym to work,
I don't
I need to know
know.
what UAP
Just based on my
means.
knowledge of Roman numerals, L is not
It's
500.
50. It's 50.
Oh, okay, for God's sake.
Is it
Okay.
50?
I don't know.
It's L. I thought L was like a half one, but I'm not.
Is
I
it
don't
going to be
speak
100
Latin.
then?
No, that's
No,
C.
that's
No,
yeah. You're right.
C
it's-
for century.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Centurion.
I feel
Centromino?
like I'm not going to get this.
No,
I'll
I'm
tell
not.
you that L is 50 in Roman numerals, yes.
UFO 50!
It's UFO
Yeah!
50! Yeah, UAP is what they now call UFOs. Is unidentified anomalous something?
Oh, okay.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Or unidentified anomalous phenomena, which just sounds dumb.
Oh.
Unidentified
Or area.
anomalous phenomena.
I think it's aerial phenomenon.
Yeah, if I'd Googled UAP, I'd have got there, but I'd never have got that
That
without
would be
Googling.
that would be against the spirit of.
Oh,
Absolutely, which is why I did.
You did it. You got it. It
got
seemed
one.
impossible and it seemed ridiculous, but you got
I
there.
got it. Oh.
What is UFO 50? I've never heard of this game.
Oh, it's a cool game that I've not played and need to. It's basically... It's the Action 52 of modern day, which I guess is the best way to describe it for you. It's
but also, it's Action
But it's
52
good.
if it wasn't shit.
Yes, it's good. Is it just two
It's
people?
also kind of not Action 52.
No,
it's more
but-
akin to like Sonic Mega Collection.
Yeah.
I guess,
because
but Mega Collection was existing games, whereas this is
Yeah, but that's
50...
what this is. This is like taken from an alternate reality where the UFO 50 was a thing. Like that is
Right.
important to the game. Is
Sure.
like this game came out first, and this is a sequel to that game, and that game inspired this game. But like none of the games are real. They're all just invented for this thing.
But I mean, like in like Sonic Mega Collection was actually existing games. I'm aware of it. In the lore of the
but
game,
this
is 50 unique games made for
this
this
is
game.
sort of like a fictional
Yes.
Sonic Mega Collection.
But it's cool. It's an interesting game.
Sounds good.
Here is my
So like
thesaurus.
even like
Oh,
just
never
to go on UFO 50 for a little bit, like even like the restraints of the technology at the time that are not real because it wasn't made at the time, like that kind of thing is considered in like the dates of the games. I mean, it's wild.
It's an
wild
interesting
idea
game.
for a
I do want to get it at some point. Like I don't know if it would do well as a series, but it would be fun to play them all. Anyway, here's my one. Wrong.
Incorrect. False. Fake. It's a fake. Wrong.
Wrong.
No idea.
Is it just one word?
It's just one word.
Okay.
Console, please.
PS3, Xbox, 360.
Multi-gen from that era.
Yeah, and it probably PC as well. I'm not 100% sure.
Wrong.
Unlikely at that point.
I mean,
but-
I'll quickly have a look for you. That's what I'm here for. I can get rid of the Seaman wiki.
You'll never get that out. Maybe a bit of cold water will do. Warm water's not going to work.
Would you? It was also on Wii U. That was actually surprising to me.
I wish that narrowed it down.
No.
I feel like it would do if I knew my
It was on
games that were
PC.
released.
Would you like to know a date or a genre or anything?
No, that's not going to really help. I
A
don't think.
genre might help. I mean, date we sort of kind of already have by the console.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the fact it got ported to Wii U as well, which is like...
Yeah, it was also on
later on in the gen.
PS4. But I don't know if the PS4 version was like a port, or if it was just released at the time where there was a crossover. Anyway, would you like to know the genre? Because I think this is quite hard.
Was it a shooter?
Yeah.
It was not a shooter. It was a fighting game.
Fighting game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. A fighting game that was released on all the consoles.
So you're probably
Your
thinking of a
word is
2D
wrong.
fighter game. Yeah.
Wrong. It is. What's that fighting game that's just one word?
I have no
It's
idea.
called
I don't know
Wrong.
games. I don't know games well enough, and I'm not good at remembering. certain names.
Incorrect.
Wrong is really downplaying what this word's doing.
Infactual. Errorud.
Oh, it's not like something like Injustice. It's not Injustice, but is it something that's like in?
Is it Injustice?
It's Injustice.
Yeah, point to me.
I feel like I should give it to David.
No, he said it's not that. Point to me.
I think it should go to David.
Hey, you would never have got UFO 50 if David hadn't said the L thing.
Yeah, and you
So-
wouldn't have said UFO 50. You fucking what? You would have said
Yeah,
Injustice.
but you're not giving that point to David.
I've got a synonym for you. A thesaurus
Go
round for
for it.
you all.
Yeah, go for it.
Jacktar, and that is one word, and that turns into one word.
Jacktar.
Jacktar. GJAC hyphen TAR.
JAC.
Oh, JACK hyphen TAR.
So, Jersey Arts Centre. Wow. Okay.
Nope.
Hang on, did I get a point for that last one?
Do you get a point for that one?
He said it's not that.
It feels like you were never going to get Injustice. You were barking up the wrong
maybe
tree.
was because I would have got there eventually.
You kept saying incorrect.
Give the man a point.
I was
don't
thinking. I was going through. You know. I would have usually. I would take more time to think about
Yeah,
it.
you get a point. Jacktar.
Yeah.
Jacktar.
Jacktar.
Well, what a tar is like.
I'm actually not sure what this means. I'll be honest with you, but it is a synonym for something.
Is it steel muck?
No.
No, I think it's probably just one word. You've gone.
Yeah, Jacktar just turns into one word. It is another name for this one
Jack and tar being two
hyphenated.
separate words. Yes, hyphenated.
They're hyphenated, yeah.
Yeah, but
It doesn't have to be hyphenated. It could just be Jacktar or even tar.
Is it tack?
No.
And the
Power of Juju.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
yeah.
Nope. Well, it might be, but it's not. What
Yeah,
it is.
it's not as irrelevant. It's not the thing.
Jacktar. What do you reckon Jacktar is? I'm thinking
can give you-
slimy.
Well, Jack.
Oh yeah,
I was
give us a.
thinking- So go on.
Give you a console,
Yeah.
the PlayStation 2, and the Dreamcast.
And the Dreamcast, is it Seaman?
Is it Seaman?
Yes!
What? So what did Jack turn into? Oh, just man.
No, it's
No,
basically
like a seaman is like a man that works at sea, right? So like a
Yeah.
Jacktar is probably just another like name for that.
Oh, okay.
Jack was a generic name for the common man, and apparently tar could mean the rigging in the rope was made of hemp, which rot quickly, so they put tar on it. And
enough.
also they were known to tar their clothes apparently to make them waterproof. That's like what apparently it was used. I mean, you'd never have got that without the Dreamcast bit, I think. Because
No,
it was
we
used
were sort
World
of,
War One.
we-
It was a nickname for the U.S. Navy people apparently.
It's crazy because we've been talking about Seaman for about 30 minutes, and yet it wasn't the first. And I don't think anyone's done
no,
a
it was-
repeat.
It's funny that seaman is a thing. It's
Yeah.
you know, but when you think about the game, I'm not at all thinking of like a man that works at sea.
No, I'm thinking of a big fish.
I think
with a Japanese man on it.
Yeah, or like the problem with Seaman is that it just for the English market as well, it really get people raise their eyebrows, so that helps I think with this game.
Well, finally, we plan on ending our show with viewer questions.
Question.
yeah.
Question.
You may submit.
It's time for the question.
Question.
That's what we do every time, right?
It is now. So you can submit a question or a story to gamingtakesages@gmail.com. So our question this week is what's the weirdest game you've ever played?
What is the weirdest game you've ever played?
Is it Seaman? And why is it Seaman?
I've not played
I-
Seaman.
No, it's not Seaman.
I think had I have played Seaman, it would be Seaman because Seaman is just such a like otherworldly experience. Like you've got games like LSD Dream Emulator, which are designed
it's
to be
weird.
weird, right?
Yeah.
They're designed to be weird, and that's okay. But that isn't necessarily like weird. You kind of go into it expecting there to be an element of weird, and that's what you get. Games like Elodies are just kind of weird as well. There was another game that I was
Which
thinking
one's
of.
what's
but
Elodies?
Elodies was a launch title for the Wii where you had to capture a bunch of like little electrical people that ran around and like destroy houses. There was a very weird.
I feel like I've
Yeah.
never heard of this. Okay.
There was that Face Raider one on 3DS as well.
Yes,
that
that
was
was weird.
yeah.
I think are we more looking? I think that's weird in the same way that Seaman's weird. Is that there's an uncanny valley in the idea of the face.
and it's your
And how the-
face in that game as
Mm.
well.
Yeah.
Yes, and your friends' faces
Mm.
that you've collected and stolen like some sort of Doctor Who villain.
One very specific one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Wire, wasn't it?
The Wire, yeah, Idiots Lunch.
Actually,
Series 2,
several
episodes-
specific
ep-
ones
Series
now
2,
I think
episode
about
7,
it.
yeah.
Because the Absorbalov has people's faces.
True, episode Series 2, episode 10,
No,
Other
well, also,
Monsters.
Also, like Donna's faces on that thing in the library.
Yeah,
It's
Series
not-
4, episode 8 and 9.
This is what the show Doctor Who is about. Lots of people getting their faces stolen.
Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead. Anyway, yeah. Emil, what's yours?
What? Why are
What?
you asking me all these questions?
Alright.
There's like, oh no, there's bits of fab on my chair. Well, you know, there's like a lot of games that sort of like are trying to be weird, and it's like a different kind of weird to what like Seaman is. It's like, you know, obviously they were trying to be weird. You wouldn't create that not trying to be weird, maybe. I don't know. So it's kind of hard. A lot of things I could think of is like, well, it's more weird to seem like you're not trying to be weird. Do you know what I mean? And it was hard.
Sure.
There's a certain vibe of like true weirdness, and I think a game that I've played that sort of falls into that is Hypnospace Outlaw,
Yeah.
because it's not like, oh, look at this weird game. It's like, look at this 90s internet throwback game that is also weird because 90s internet was weird.
Yeah.
And it does have that vibe, not quite to the level that Seaman does, but there's a lot to take from that game. I want to play the whole thing at some point.
I
but
haven't played or seen it in, I guess, like, when did we stream it? It must have been before the pandemic. So
Well, I was at
yeah.
yours.
yeah, so before pandemic, so 2019
Yeah.
maybe.
Was
So I haven't
it
seen it since.
your-
It was just that it wasn't an anniversary stream,
Oh.
but it was just a stream.
It was
Yeah.
So
Crash Bash time.
2019, I would say. Yeah, I haven't played it since then.
It must.
and-
It must have been. I think it was because we stayed up for like that 16-hour stream. Was that not that time?
No, because we wouldn't have played something new like that. We had a very rigorous schedule.
Mm.
No, because that was 2018. You came over a couple times in 2019. But yeah, no, anyway, I haven't seen it. What was that?
I was reacting to the knowledge that I came to you.
Oh,
Carry
okay.
on.
Anyway,
Don't be distracted by my erratic movements.
the jingles in that game are still in here.
Granny Scream, hot butter ice cream.
Yeah, it's still there. It's so annoying. I hate and love it. Like they have not left me for 6 years, and I've barely seen and played the game, and it's still there.
Yeah,
Wait, which
I
game
mean,
is this, sorry.
Hypnospace
Hypnospace
Outlaw. So it's
Oh,
like an
yeah,
indie
okay.
game from, I don't know, 2018 or something. I don't know exactly when.
2018, 19, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously, you and I have played a lot of weird Japanese games in Party Hard. Like Bishi Bashi always comes to mind. And
Yeah.
oh my god, here's one I hadn't thought of. But when we went to the arcade and they had that
Yeah.
table flip game from Japan,
Yeah.
that was brilliant.
We couldn't get it
Can
to
you-
work properly.
Can
though.
you try and describe? Oh, I think because it's all
Yes,
in
I can
Japanese,
try.
you don't know what's happening. You have a table in front of you, like a big plastic table.
Yeah.
And I remember like going through menus, and there was one thing that was like funeral.
Yeah, so there
And
was
there's
it started off with a ball game, and then it went,
Yeah.
and we tried to do the ball game, and it didn't work. Then we went to a funeral, And it did
Yeah.
work,
And
and
I
we
was
flipped
just like,
everything
what
in
do
the
I
screen.
do? And then you flip the table, and it's like on a spring, a
Yeah.
physical plastic table. And the coffin flips over and the body flies out.
You get points handed
for how
out
much
on destruction, sort of like
yeah.
Burnout Free, when you like crash
Yeah.
into things, kind of like that. Just so I don't know what it's called though.
No.
It's weird. No, I had specifically
also-
I had Hyper Bishi Bashi because that's the
Hmm.
one with the ancient Egyptian PogChamp face. That's the one where it's got the lever pushing and there's a guy on like a podium that's just sort of half naked, just posing as you move the lever. It's also the one with a guy who looks like David Correos trying to eat sweets in front of a mountain. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Found the
so
name for
weird. There's like 40 minigames that's just absolutely bonkers. I absolutely adore Hyper Bishi Bashi.
It's called Super Dinner Table Flipping, and its Japanese name is Kochaba Daigaishi, I think is how
Brilliant.
you pronounce that. And it was made by Taito, as all of these
Excellent.
games seem to.
Love it.
There's one other one from the arcade that we go to, which is the pig riding.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
riding game.
Where you have a pig, a big plastic pig in front of you, and you have to put your hands on either side of it and shake
rock it
it
back
to.
and forth.
You are
to
you're mounting the back
ride
of it. You have to mount and shake back and forth to
to
accelerate.
And it looks real bad, especially if you're standing behind the people.
But if
that are
you're
doing-
really
yeah, it's
into
like
it,
a
it feels real good.
David
So,
Cameron
Right,
game.
David, yeah, I guess.
yeah.
I do remember one that I actually thought about earlier on and completely forgot until now, and I'm going to say Rub Rabbits.
Mm.
Yeah.
Rub Rabbits is weird, and it's not weird because it's weird because the front cover of the game is a silhouette of a nude woman, and the game doesn't have the age rating that you'd associate for that kind of game. And then when you get into the game, it's just a load of really weird mini games with which you are trying to woo a woman, and then the mini games have really ridiculous music, sometimes like da 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 da, da but with like actual like weird voices. And then it's interspliced with mini games where you're trying to undo a bra, or like help wash a face because the girl that you're trying to woo fell over and you're trying to disinfect a wound, or to start her heart at the end of the game where you have to literally perform CPR on her.
So,
Like,
can I quickly interject? You made me play this game back in 2019 when you came to mine. And am I misremembering? But like in between each mini game, there's a voice that goes break time.
it's like da da break time, and then at the end it's like it's got like da 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 or something. It's wild, and because like the mini game is there's difficulty in that is nuts, and then you can unlock.
Oh yeah, it was
outfits.
hard. It was hard at points. Yeah,
it's just I think what we're finding is that a lot of the games that seem to find weird seem to be less Western in a lot of cases, and I wonder if there's if it's just games that are coming from
Japan. You say that. One of mine is called Soda Drinker Pro. It was Let
me pull this up.
So here's the thing. It seems like a shitpost game, and it very much is. It's like 20-ish very short levels where you have to collect a couple of Soda Drinker Pro cans and then get to the end goal. However, I think it's like level 3 or 4. If you go out of your way to go sort of like, not off the map, but far away from the map, behind a lighthouse, you can phase through the lighthouse, and it takes you to a lot more game. I mean, like 3 hours more game of more levels but much more effort put into the levels. Like, this is where the true game is hidden, and most people won't even see it. It's ridiculous. I played it with Jovi on the channel like a decade ago. It was so long ago. I just remember it being really weird but really funny. Just like absolutely bonkers. And I love shitpost games. They're really silly.
It was released on the NES.
No.
By Limited Run Gaming.
What?
Yeah, sorry, I just found that out.
Okay. Apparently. That's a weird surprise, but okay, fair enough. But yeah, no, just I enjoyed that. Otherwise, I'd say like stuff like Net Your Rose, which is like the demos, but it was basically a creation kit that Sony handed out with the PS1. Like you could make games with Net Your Rose. And there was Net Your Rose games on multiple demo discs, but there was also a Net Your Rose collection that was released on its own. And what I love about it is you see like, oh, this is the developer. They spent up to 8 weeks or 12 months or however long, and like some of the stuff you see that's made in such a long or short amount of time just range on the app. Like the sliding scale of the absurd is fascinating. But there was one because I did it for an anniversary stream a couple years ago, and David, you joined me briefly for it. One of the things I remember vividly, I don't know if you remember this, is it was only made in like 8 or 9 weeks, but it was like you're just a motorbike driving around like English countryside.
Yeah,
But there's like so
yeah.
much detail in like the signage and like the
Yeah,
things on
I
the
didn't
road and
remember
stuff. Really,
It's
really
weird because you
like,
don't
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, it was just, but there was the detail. Despite how like obviously quick it was made and how like minimalistic the art style was, it actually had so much detail in the little things. It was really, really
You know what's
charming.
nuts about that is that it probably is more accurate to the country it's set in than Hogwarts Legacy, which I've watched a geologist tear apart all of the rocks and be like, this isn't what you'd expect to see in Scottish Highlands. And it's right. It's just like say, but they're like, this is not, Scotland has these rocks that were generated by these processes, and this is not right. This is some, it's hilarious.
I have one more game that.
Okay.
Because we've played a lot of weird stuff in Party Hard, and oh boy, if we need to continue it. There's a lot more weird stuff to play, but
One of them is sitting right there.
yes, I was like, wait, what? I was like, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. You cannot know, but yeah, Super Galdelic Hour is a PS2 party game where you play as large-breasted bikini girls.
No, there's a range of
There's a
body
range.
types.
There's a range of body types, but they have very jiggly breasts. And there's like some where you bounce, like you bounce someone off a little platform on the pool.
With
There's
your
one
butt,
where
butt to butt.
yeah, there's one where are you chopping down the tree, but the tree has a woman's face at the top? I can't remember if you're chopping down the tree or if you're doing something else. I don't remember.
Know.
But like, is it that one? Is that the one where you're also rotating on the screw?
That's
and
like a screwing one.
Yeah,
and
by screwing, it's like a literal, like working screw. Like
Yeah.
You spin it lefty, left, right, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, like when, yeah, like they just go woo as you rise, and then just lower.
And then it zooms in on the face.
Yeah,
really
zooms in on the face. It's so weird. It's such a weird game and so
I pulled
funny.
up images of this. It's so fucking well. One of them
is
is
like 50-50 weird horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's brilliant. Like you've got to respect games like that because why not? Like why not?
Is there a face in a tree?
Exactly. Why is there a face in a tree? It's a great question.
Have one other, but it's a game that I know of, but I don't know how to find it. So I believe there's like a game called Joust, or it's something to do with jousting.
Yes, I think.
And you have, I don't know if it's like an Atari controller that's like a black box with a joystick with a button on top, or a joystick and then a red button next to it, and it's like a square. I don't know what controller that is.
Never mind.
But there's a variant of this game that people play, where they essentially wear the controller as a strap on. They have a harness, and the controller is coming out the front with the little joystick, and the goal is two people. The goal is to press the button on the other person's controller with your joystick. So you have guys running around like, wang first, trying to press each
That is not the game
buttons.
I thought you were talking about.
And I really wanted to find a GIF of this game because I've seen a GIF before, but it's so hard to search for this game when you don't know what it's called because everything you can think to type is gonna lead you somewhere bad.
I think you just have to sift through the porn. I think you have to be the
That is
brave
a-
person to just go through it all.
That is sword fighting at its finest. I mean, that is just preparing a whole generation of like teenagers for a bit of
Nice.
wild. I'm so confused.
Oh, I think
can't
I've
imagine
just found
playing-
it. I just found it. Thank you for saying sword fight. It's called sword fight, I think. And one thing that I forgot is that they are wearing handcuffs behind their back.
Okay. You can't just say that it's a game where there's strap-ons and you strap a controller on and you're trying to hit each other's buttons with it, and then not mention that it's actually secretly pretty kinky because it comes with handcuffs. That's a level. You start off,
That's
you're
a
like, this is
high, yeah.
suspicious. This is
I mean,
suspicious, and with
It
handcuffs,
was a
it's
bit
like,
more of a suspicious, but yeah. Well, fair enough. David, you were about to say something.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm transfixed by whatever this game is.
You found it.
Well, the game itself looks like a standard Atari 2600 game.
Well, you're
I
gonna have
can't
to,
find
you're
where it's
gonna have to
I
on.
send a
think you're
GIF, 'cause
supposed to
I
play it
I can't
not
see
like
it.
that, right? Oh,
Ow. I feel really faint now. But I found an
Before
image.
you sneeze.
It's just some poor woman with this harness around it. I honestly don't think that can't be the real harness, because that looks like a legitimate strap-on harness. That looks like an actual well-made.
Oh, I
I'm
see
really
the game.
confused.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a different game, right? But then someone at some point was like, "Let's play this game this way."
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Wow.
Oh, The Escapist has done an article on it. Who's surprised there?
Well,
But there you go.
on that note, let's end it there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining us, David. Is there anything you want to promote? Or
No,
Alright.
don't find me anywhere.
Okay.
Don't look me up. I don't exist on the internet. I'm just here to say hello occasionally. Thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Well, next week, we're looking at Chrono Cross, and then the week after that, August 22nd, Lego Rock Raiders.
Speaking
Oh,
of Chrono Cross,
yes.
they made this. And
Do you want to join us next week?
I wish I'd never played it. I watched a Let's Play by, big channel at the time. I think it was HC Baylor or something. But I've never played it, and I've always wanted to.
Mm.
It just looks pretty good. But I've got nothing to say about it because I've never played it.
Fair enough. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to do anything with my hair, unlike these two fine gentlemen. But yeah.
Bye.